Smart pool builders in California and Florida are ahead of the game. They're using multilingual voice agents to win over Spanish-speaking clients before you even get the lead. And if you're not, then you're getting beat. Here's the part that nobody talks about. Over 68 million Americans speak a language other than English at home. And in California and Florida, where 40% of pools are built, millions of those homeowners won't even take your call if it's in English. You're not losing jobs because your work's bad. You're losing jobs simply because you don't speak their language. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how these AI voice agents work. You'll see one answer calls in English seamlessly switch to Spanish and then switch over back to English just by natural language detection. And by the end of this video, I'll show you how implementing one of these systems could generate you anywhere from 5 to 7 figures in additional revenue every month.
Hi, thanks for calling MJ Pool Builds. This is Brianna. I can help you in English or Spanish. How can I help you?
¿Qué idioma prefieres que hable?
Puedo hablar en español o inglés. ¿Cómo puedo ayudarte hoy?
Okay, I'll stick to English then.
Got it. How can I assist you today?
I just wanted to book the console that you guys were talking about.
Do you mean booking a free consultation call for pool building? If so, may I have your name and preferred time tomorrow or the day after?
My name is James, and I'd love to get it done as soon as possible, so I guess tomorrow.
Thanks, James. Tomorrow, we have availability at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 2 p.m. Which time works best for you?
Can I get the 2 p.m. time?
Great. I've scheduled your consultation for tomorrow at 2 p.m. We'll call you at the number you're using now. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, that's everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling MJ Pool Builds, James. Have a great day.
For those of you new here, my name is James. I'm the co-founder of Simply Voice AI, where we build AI voice agents to answer calls, qualify leads, and book consults. If you're interested in seeing how a system like this could look for your business, click the first link in the description to book a consultation call with us so we can see how this could look in your business. Now that you've seen exactly how this system sounds and works, I'll just give you a quick walkthrough to show you how you could do it for yourself. The agent builder that I'm using is Retail. I like using Retail for these types of use cases because if it's natural integration with multilingual support and natural integration with calendar booking softwares like cal.com. So it just makes it a lot easier for it to pull your availability and to get it booked straight into your calendar. For this, obviously you must prompt your agents using Markdown format with the headings. That's the most important. But the biggest thing with this was that just giving it the context on it being a multilingual agent and that it's only speaking English and Spanish. You can make it speak a bunch of other languages, but the only issue that comes with that is that if you just leave it as a base multilingual, there's times where it may detect a different language. Maybe you speak Spanish in a certain accent that makes it sound like a different language, so it would have trouble picking up sometimes. So you'd have to read it in a different language. So it's important that you clearly identify which language it is that you want your agent to be speaking and the specific role that is playing in your company. With this, it's very important to keep it very nice and concise because you want it to sound as human and as natural as possible. As you saw, the voice itself is very human and there weren't any hallucinations, no pauses. That came from the stress testing of this, which is another big important part of these single prompt agents, is that you have to be able to stress test them. You just gave it some product knowledge. Of course, if it's a real built out system that you're using for your actual business, you'll have more information for these, more specific information rather than just this basic one. I just wanted to do it so that I could give you guys a quick example and a quick way to see the capabilities of this system. But another interesting thing that I did because it was multilingual is I put both of the FAQs in both English and Spanish just so that it has something to pull on. Because when it's the multilingual agent, if you don't do that, what it runs the risk of doing is it potentially generating its own answers. So it's clear. You just have to make it very clear and just play around with the settings a little bit. So let's break down why this actually matters and why it's specifically important for pool builders in California and Florida. Right now, your inability to communicate efficiently is an undeniable bottleneck of your business, potentially causing you to miss millions of dollars a year. And here's the brutal reality. When those families call and can't communicate, they don't wait, they move on. Studies show that 60% of non-English speaking consumers won't buy from a business that operates only in English. Let me put this in real numbers for you. Let's say you're getting 50 inbound calls per month and 30% of them are Spanish speaking, which is highly conservative for markets like LA, Phoenix, or Miami. That's 15 calls. If you're missing or fumbling even half of those leads because of the language barrier, at an average project size of $50,000 and a close rate of about 30%, you're missing out on $112,000 per month of potential revenue. That's $1.4 million per year walking away just because you couldn't speak Spanish. And that's not even accounting for referrals you're not getting. Spanish-speaking communities are tight-knit. When one family gets a beautiful pool remodel, their neighbors notice, their cousins hear about it, their church group asks who did the work. One satisfied Spanish-speaking client can turn into 5, 10, 15 more projects. You can't serve the first family. You're not just losing one project, you're losing the entire network. Try to hire a receptionist or office manager that speaks Spanish. Great in theory, but now you're paying salary, benefits, and payroll tax. You're spending weeks trying to find someone reliable. You train them on your process, but even then, they're not available at 7 p.m. on a Sunday when your best leads are calling. So you're paying $40,000 to $50,000 for coverage that still has massive gaps. Some opt for translation services, but now every call takes 3 times as long. The caller gets frustrated bouncing between languages. The translator doesn't understand pool terminology. It's clunky, expensive, and honestly, most callers just hang up. Here's what makes what we do different. Every system we build is custom. It's built around your pool business, your booking process, your qualifying questions, your schedule, and your service area. The AI doesn't just translate, it understands context. It knows pool terminology in both English and in Spanish. I've seen what happens when pool companies in bilingual markets get this right. They don't just get more leads, they completely change their competitive position. They're booking out further because they're tapping into an entirely new customer base that their competitors are ignoring. They're getting referrals from communities that other contractors can't even access. They're now raising prices because they can afford to be selective with who they work with. If you want to gain access to markets that you previously would never have been able to, click the link in the description so we can hop on a call and see how this could fit into your business. There will always be a Spanish-speaking market out there where homeowners are willing to spend $50,000 to $100,000 for a pool. But when they call you and you can't communicate, there's no way they'll buy your service. That's why the pool builders that are winning are the ones that are using bilingual AI voice agents. Don't miss out on this opportunity to make your business accessible to all.